Fast forward a year, and I was ready for tax season. I had been diligently keeping all of my receipts in digital format and had a giant list of all my expenses in a Google Sheets page based on the format I saw on YouTube. When I contacted my tax pro, I bragged to them that I was 100,000% more organized than I had been. They seemed delighted that the workload would be reduced for them. I was sent an email that contained a link to my tax pro's company. Once selected, I would input all of my receipts and files that I had kept. This is what it had been like last year. The problem had been that these receipts were random and there was no documentation on what the receipts went to. This time was different. I uploaded all my receipts in a nice and neat order, which meant one after another in a gigantic list. But, and this is a big but, I included a PDF of my Google Sheets page that should, in my own thoughts, clear up any confusion and allow my tax pro to understand what the 100 receipts I just uploaded were in perfect understanding. After a few days, I got a message from the tax pro asking when the soonest I could speak to them would be. They had several mini multitudes of questions about my receipts and Google Sheets page. The biggest problem was that my investment properties were all tied together in one giant list. It was difficult to discern the income expenses from one property to another. Another problem was that my personal expenses were also tied in with the property expenses. By personal expenses, I don't mean personal items like food and toiletries. I mean real estate, education, and home repairs. Like the first problem, it was all meshed together. In my defense, this was easier to understand and go through than last time. My hard work did pay off. I just needed a better way to organize receipts to ensure that someone could understand all the income expenses for each individual property. My tax pro had an idea and said we could meet in a few months after the tax season was up. She was going to show me how her other more experienced customers organized their taxes. I was excited to finally master the mystical art of bookkeeping once and for all.